again. The racist white cowards, not all white people in America are cowards. Not all white people are racist. Just the ones who like to throw rocks and hide their hands, meaning the ones who want to kill innocent black people and don't show themselves, you know. So, as everybody knows already, this video is about the lynching of my fellow, the fellow, my fellow brother, young brother from my nation. The descendant of the slaves who were the descendant of black, should I say, because I hate to call us slaves because we were free black people living in West Africa. We had chiefs and princes and kings, as well as regular people. Okay. And so this child of those people who was forced here by Europeans, his ancestors to be slaves in this United States of America that was stolen from the natives, right? Um, yes, my fellow young man, he lost his life, at the hands of a group of white, racist, white people. Now, they want to say that, the cops want to say that they don't have any proof as of yet that he was hung and beaten and killed by white racist people, right? But the evidence shows that he had an argument with these and a fight with some white young men. I guess that attend the university, Delta University, over there in Mississippi, because he was defending his fellow sister who was being harassed by these white young men who over the death of Charlie Kirk, and he came to her honor and her defense. And from what I know, he got into altercation with these guys, and I guess they caught him later on by himself and decided to jump him, gang up on him, and beat him to. From what I understand, he had two broken arms, broken legs, and he was hung. And I hear that this is not the only hanging that happened at Delta University. And I hear that this is not the only hanging that happened the past couple of days in Mississippi. So if you guys think this is payback for the black guy who killed the woman, who stabbed the woman in the neck on the train from Ukraine, or the two old people that was burnt up in the house in another state, you got to understand that these black people, they acted on their own accord. They didn't, one guy was homeless. These are people with mental issues. This is not a group of black people or a black person that is associated with a group of black people who dislike white people for the color of their skin, and for decades and centuries, and always is plotting on white people to harm them, right? Like you racist, like you're like the white racist organization the KKK does. See, these white people people who killed this young man who hung him is probably a part of, or their daddies are probably a part of a racist white group who like to go around for centuries killing and terrorizing black people, the KKK, right? So these black people were not a part of any organization that is linked to killing white people just to kill them because of the color of their skin. These are isolated incidents for some black men who have some mental issues and decide to kill, a white person. This has nothing to do with black people, you know, the whole nation of black people or some group of black people in the United States who have a problem with white people. So don't take it out on random innocent black people. Don't take your anger out on random innocent black people. If you got a problem if you're a white supremacist and you have a problem with black people, then I think you have a working brain, right? Well, I would think you have mental issues since you wanted to kill an innocent black man, you know. But I'm hoping, that you have a working brain and that you don't have mental issues to the extent of like that black guy who killed that Ukrainian woman on a train. That you can say to yourself, okay, let's make this equal. Why don't you roll up on a black, pro gun organization who are militant, who carry guns, and they got numbers? Why don't you roll up on them? Why don't you roll up on some black civil rights? I'm not asking, calling for violence, against my people, but I mean, like, let's make it even. Why don't you roll up in the hood, in the ghettos, well, black people got guns. They violent. Some of them are kind of violent, and they like to fight and stuff like that. And who won't be, you know, who have that same type of mindset of killing? Why don't you roll up on them? Why? I call you guys cowards because you pick innocent black people who are trying to get their education, who ain't thinking about violence, but obviously you are, and you want to be the aggressor to them. If you like to kill and you like to be violent, then let's make it even. Go to a violent group of black people who don't mind violence, who don't mind killing, and battle them and show how tough you are. But this is why I call you guys cowards, because you won't do that. You white people are cowards. Who the racist ones? You racist white people are cowards. You always pick on a group of people that can't defend themselves as well as other groups of people. And I call that bullies. And everybody knows a bully is a coward because once you strike the bully back and show that you're not scared of the bully, and that you can actually inflict harm upon the bully stops. And then he go look for another weaker target. Yeah, never look for a strong target. I would respect you guys if you actually said, you know what? I challenge any tough black person to come meet me at this location and let's get it on. And I don't want to. I don't want. I would respect you if you said, you know what? I'm 250 pounds, 6'2". You know, I want somebody my size, so it don't look like I'm a coward. And I challenge you, you black man, to a duel. Like I would respect you if you did that. But to gang up on one black man and to kill him and lynch him, break his bones. Someone who's trying to go to university and study and do something good with his life, like you're cowards for that. You don't get a win. I don't understand how you can go back to your grandpappies and y'all southern people, and and tell them, yeah, we got one for white supremacy by killing an innocent black man. I would think it would be better if you challenged yourself with a formidable black person who can defend himself very well, just like you guys thought you can. Like, make it even. I challenge you guys to come to the hood where they don't mind shooting and killing and have that same energy. Bring the smoke. Like you guys are cowards, man. And you get no respect for killing someone who you overpowered with numbers and weapons. you know? Like you guys should feel bad about yourselves. Like you get no respect. We look at you as cowards. For real. Just cowards. And if you're doing this off of Charlie Kirk killing because they had a conversation about Charlie Kirk, like black people, a black person, as you know, didn't kill Charlie Kirk. And yes, there's black people who are, yes, liberals. Yes, we understand that. He wasn't even a part of the left. The guy who killed Charlie Kirk was a conservative who had who was maybe, it was a conservative. So you guys are going around killing. Maybe because Charlie Kirk had some views about black people that was pretty racist. And so you got my sister called you out, called your people out on it, and you didn't like that. Well, so you kill someone over it. You guys are cowards. You guys are straight up cowards. You're cowards, and that's all it is. And this one, don't worry, you're probably gonna get found. You're probably gonna go to jail. Or if your grandpappies and them are judges and lawyers and they won't prosecute you or whatever, the Most High in heaven, your Creator, is going to send your ass to the gates of hell. You're going to be tortured for all eternity. And trust me, like if a group of black people who are searching for you guys find you, I bet you guys are going to be cowards. You're going to get your ass kicked. You'll probably get killed. Or if y'all do go to jail, you're gonna get killed in jail. You're gonna get your ass kicked in jail, probably. But if not, the Most High, you're going to the gates of hell, and you're going to the lake of fire for killing an innocent black man. It's like y'all guys are stupid. Still ain't changed nothing. Charlie Kirk dead. He dead. And good for him. I don't care. He's a racist white man. Don't care. Don't give a shit. Just like you guys are a bunch of cowards. And stubborn, don't want to hear the truth. Charlie Kirk was being told truth by people who debated him, and he couldn't handle it. Anyway, man, he couldn't submit to the truth. But yeah, I was just chiming in on this situation just to show these how these racist white people are a bunch of cowards. They are cowards, yo. Wouldn't dare. They only come against black people if they got great numbers, if they got guns, weapons, or they are physically bigger than the other person. Like never on some even shit and let's just get it on. You know what I mean? Black people I know who are short, skinny, well got the heart of a lion and whoop a big person twice, three times their size. I never see you white people do that because y'all a bunch of cowards. Y'all a bunch of cowards. We got hard over here. Whenever black people It's already known that we are athletically better than you guys. We're at the top in boxing. When it comes to boxing, we're the champions that everybody know about. Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, all these. Look, Crawford, Terrence Crawford. Listen, we whoop ass. You fight us one on one, we're gonna whoop your ass. We dominate you guys in football. We dominate you guys in basketball. We dominate you guys in tennis. We dominate you guys in fucking golf. Anything physical. So I understand why you got to come to this young brother in numbers, and he probably whooped your asses. He probably whooped their asses the day before, the whatever days before when they had that confrontation, and then want to come back in greater numbers to lynch him and beat him with some weapons and stuff. You guys are soft. Racist white people are soft. You're soft. You're soft. That's just what it is. Till next time.